like I just did Alexis. It's not because I don't like you, it's just because I don't remember your names. Okay, fair enough?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so the Middle East. This is a picture of the region, okay? Now, whoo! If we draw this, pardon me, what is that called? Yes, sir.
Fertile Crescent.
Who are you? Isaac? Isaac. Okay, it's a Fertile Crescent. Why is it called the Fertile Crescent, Isaac?
Because it basically looks like a crescent.
Whoa, you're talking like me, because what?
It basically looks like a crescent.
It basically looks like a crescent, he says. You were like talking just as fast as I was. Way to go.
And the land is very fertile.
And the land is very fertile. Okay, so we answered both my questions. It's called the Fertile Crescent because it's fertile.
It was.
It was fertile, thank you very much. And it is in a crescent shape. They say that most ancient civilizations were in this region because of the fertile land, correct? Correct. Okay. Now, today we're going to focus on this region right in here. Okay, we've got Iran, we got Iraq, and what's this?
Bahrain.
Kuwait.
Kuwait. Okay? So, this first image I'm going to show you is, whoops, went the wrong way, is from 1972. Okay? This right here is the Persian Gulf. Okay? Got the Tigris River, you got the Euphrates River. Okay? This is Iraq, this is Kuwait. Fair enough? Y'all with me? Okay. Not losing you yet. Good. Hope to not ever lose you. The map colors, the vegetation looks red, and the desert looks that bright greenish, brownish, whatever color. Some of you might have a hard time telling the difference between those colors. My husband would because he gets... Is anybody in here colorblind?
No.
No? Okay. I don't think my husband will be able to see the difference because he gets these colors like they look the same to him. Okay? So that dark reddish color is the fertile area, the vegetation, and then the other area is the desert. The water looks black or light blue. Fast forward 25 years. This is what the same region looked like from space. Is there a difference?
Just a little bit.
Okay. Colors mean the same thing. What happened? What happened in those 25 years, ladies and gentlemen? Wait. Oh, Thor already answered it. Say it louder. You're Thor, are you? Yeah. Why? How do you know? There's less red. Okay? Who are you? Steb. What else?
That there's like some more vegetation in some places than there were before.
Oh, that's an interesting perception there, Steb. Okay, nobody's come up with that today, but it's very true. There's some red out here that's not out here, right? Okay, this is like the class of cool names, isn't it? Thor and Steb. You guys sound so powerful. My name is Thor. I'm Steb. Okay, sorry. All right, Samantha.
The
Then there's
part that
Samantha.
was bright. The part that was bright red in the first picture, like, is black now, so I'm guessing it's underwater. Like that other part, yeah.
Over here?
And
Okay.
then it's like black there.
So it's not like a marshy area where there's stuff growing. Now it's just water. Okay? What else? Any other changes you see? Emily?
Well, that entire area right there.
That entire area right there.
The bright red chunk.
Triangle?
Yeah.
Okay?
And then the next picture is just like not
Right.
red.
True. I think Steph said that. But yeah, you probably got distracted by my discussion of the cool names in this class. Okay? Very true. Chloe?
Well, there are two like water places right there, and then in there, none. Because they went. to the
Okay.
desert.
Okay, time out. There's two water places right there, and then right there they're
I
gone.
meant like the puddles right there.
I'm going to read your puddles.
The two lakes.
I'm going to, like right here. Is this,
The two lakes on the left.
is it Chloe? I'm just giving you a hard time because I know I can. Chloe, are these the two puddles you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, these are a little bit bigger than puddles, okay? But this, there's water. Here, there's not. Is that what you're trying to say, Chloe?
Yeah.
Thank
Kinda
you,
like-
okay?
It's just the
So-
sand is
water
flowing
disappears.
into it.
So, my question then is what happened? Does anybody know what happened between 1972 and 25 years later, 1997? What happened? Jenny.
I think maybe civilization.
I can't hear you, what?
Like all the people that moved there, whatever, used a lot of the water or something, or maybe it just kind of dried out.
There's a reason it dried out. What's the reason, James? I mean, Jared. Climate change. I always call him James, okay? Climate change. No. Alexis, got an idea?
Could it have been from a war?
Perhaps. Perhaps. Yes, sir.
Maybe maybe like they used the land too much, so that it got unfertile from all the stuff that they've done on it?
They've done some stuff to the land and to the water, making it unfertile, okay? Seb is about to have
Okay.
coronary here.
I think that humans cut down like cut down like all the trees, which made the ground like really loose, and the wind blew.
Good try,
And
baby.
it went,
There was this, I can't remember the man's name, but he put up a giant dam on this river, and it stopped the water flow. And
Some guy.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, that's. Did you guys read something about this? Or?
He's just a history buff.
History buff. Awesome.
My grandma told me about it.
Nice. Okay, way to go, Grandma. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in the mid 80s into the early 90s, Iraq, the country of Iraq, the government of Iraq, the leader was Saddam Hussein. Okay, that's the guy's name. It's such a generational difference. Like, to me, that's a name like this, and to you guys, it's foreign, whatever. But in the mid 80s and into the 90s, Saddam Hussein and the Iraqi government created what they called a third river. Why would they call it the third river? Jake?
Because there's already the Tigris and the Euphrates.
We already have the Tigris and Euphrates River, so the third river is what they call the third river. Okay? Now, if I live out here and I want to farm, what do I have to do because I don't have water? What do I have to do, Jalen?
You have to use like irrigation.
I have to use
system.
irrigation system, okay? And it might seem like today I'm cutting you off, but it's because we got to keep moving. The morning classes are longer than the afternoon classes, so we got to trudge, okay? So they have irrigation systems that would carry the water out. Now, in the world, there's two different kinds of water. There's fresh water and there's
Saltwater.
salt water, okay? Now, is salt water good for farmland?
No.
Salt water is not good for farmland because if you irrigate with salt water, then it's going to leave like a salty soot on the ground, right? Is that going to be good for your crops? No, just like you guys get super thirsty when you salt your food way too much, the crops get super thirsty and they don't have enough water and all that salt debris and whatnot is left and it's not good, okay? That's a really scientific explanation. Nah. Okay, so what they did was they created this third river to carry the water around the marshy area and into the Persian Gulf, okay? All the salty stuff. So they carried it around the marsh. Now, here's the conflict. The Iraqi government said that they created this third river in order to preserve the marshes. Critics, people that don't agree with that, said that they created this third river in order to keep water out of the marshes, okay? So water is a place of conflict. Why is water something that we conflict over? Jalen?
Because there is so little of it.
Well, there's so much of it,
Yeah, but there's.
but there's a big but. What's the big but?
the fresh water.
Yeah, it's not all useful, right?
Yeah.
Okay? So, that's what happened in the late 80s, early 90s, okay? And that was totally without my notes. Let's make sure that I covered everything I wanted to. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, now, has there been a time in history where you guys like remember where you were when something happened? Okay, you guys might be too young and maybe you haven't had a life experience like that, but there are now in my life, there are several things that I can remember right where I was when something happened or when I found something out. Okay, and the conflict that we're about to talk about in the early 90s is that for me. Okay, did anybody's parents fight in the Persian Gulf War?